Courtesy of Rhettling.com/star.
That's exciting.
Welcome to Good Mythical More. Wow. I mean, you know, I'm gonna throw another plug from a mythical shoe. Keep that in a safe place. Limited edition. Man, what? We shouldn't have given this away, man. Look at how pretty it is. All right, so I'm gonna mention Linda here.
Yeah, because this week's
Linda,
Good Mythical More is brought to you by lynda.com/more, but just one more.
You guys know the deal. You want to learn something, go to lynda.com/more, get free 10-day trial, courtesy of us. Learn some stuff, become convinced that it is the best place to get video guidance through the things that you need to learn. For example, game design. Learn how to make games in Flash. It says right here on the site, Maya 3D.
Why play games?
I don't know what any of these are. 3DS
when you
Max?
can make games. We don't have to know, but they definitely need to know. You guys need to make some games. You know what? You could do the normal thing, and you could like go to school and get like an English degree, and then get out and work at Pizza Hut. Or you could go learn how to make games and become like the next guy that comes up with Farmville, just without the part with the whole thing that went wrong and went real bad, the Zynga thing. The first part of Farmville, like the first thing that happened with that could be you. Just not the second part.
I didn't even know about the second part of Farmville.
The second part, it went, but he came back, now he's the CEO again, and the stock went down. It's just.
You're following this? The Farmville news?
It's not the Farmville news, it's like the national news.
lynda.com/more. That's /more for your 10.
Learn how to do something. Change the world.
Not $10, 10-day free trial.
Also, want to remind you, we only have a couple of days left for them to be able to vote for the Webbies. Again, we were nominated in 3 different categories, 2 for Good Mythical Morning, and then 1 for our Nerd vs. Geek Epic Rap Battle.
We really kind of want to win, I'm just going to be honest.
Yes, we need you to vote. You can vote once, I think.
The 3 links are in the description.
Per category.
Vote for each of the 3 categories. You can vote for other categories too that we're not in. Vote for anyone in those.
Appreciate you doing that. Now, we just talked about fitness, and I do need to say that, you know, 2015 has been the year of fitness for me. I re-fitnessized myself this year. I actually did the thing that I never thought I would do. I got a gym membership.
We're not halfway through the year.
Joined a class. Hey, but you know what? I've already witnessed the drop-off. In fact, I went to my class.
You talking about pounds?
Which is before 7 a.m., Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And no, not pounds, not personally. I've witnessed the drop-off. You were saying we're only halfway through the year, as if you're not gonna make it through the year, is what you were implying.
No, I believe in you.
And so I've already witnessed the class size go from about 20 to literally a couple of weeks in a row, it was like 2 or 3 people.
Sounds awkward at this point.
The January enthusiasm waned, and now the OGs are there. Me and a couple other guys.
But if one of them's name was Wayne, that would be kind of ironic.
Because it had waned? Is that what you're getting at?
Well, if you don't get it, Rhett. Yeah, that's exactly it. When you break it down, it's not as funny, but that was it.
But this class it's one of those classes where you've done the P90X. You did that in January and then you stopped.
That's not true.
You've done like P90X, which is, you know, it's basically very unpleasant aerobics and light weights for about half an hour. This is basically that for an hour. And I didn't make it through the first couple of classes. I didn't vomit and I didn't pass out, but I thought that both of those would happen. I did at one point just end up kind of running in place for about 15 minutes.
Even though no one else was.
They all continued. I have seen people walk out though.
If you're gonna vomit and pass out, you need to do it in that order. It's very important. Don't do it in the other order.
Because you might choke on your own vomit.
Yeah, when Miss Dean was keeping that guy Joe, he was like 3 years older than me, and he like brought in all the rap tapes that had like the naughty words on it.
Did he pass out and vomit?
He'd taken a nap and he vomited, like spewed out of his mouth.
He had a dream vomit?
He was on his back and he dreamt vomit.
You can't dream vomit. That is bad news all the way
Well,
around.
it was a real vomit, but he was in a dream state.
Yeah.
And it was very dangerous. I remember Miss Dean yelling, "Someone roll him over."
Yeah, you got to roll him over.
And I'm thinking,
That someone is not me.
Not me. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't want to roll over a vomiting person towards me.
Roll him away from you.
And why can't you come over here and roll him? You're the
Did
one
you
getting
save him?
paid, Miss Dean.
Did you save him?
God rest her soul. Miss Dean is now dead.
Yeah, but
It wasn't in conjunction
Robbie's
with that.
not dead. What was his name?
Joe.
Joe.
I lost track of Joe. After that happening, I cared nothing about Joe.
Oh, wow.
I don't mean to commandeer your story. How
kinda
is it
did, though.
going for you? It was I was just thinking about the vomit.
It makes me feel alive. I enjoy it.
How awkward has it gotten? I mean, if you're saying there's only 2 other people in the class.
I think it's something to do with how tall I am. I was made fun of by the instructor for several weeks in a row.
Can you give me more details?
It was like it's a co-ed class. That means there's men and women. And in most days there's more women than men. But then when people drop off, it's usually just there's like 3 or 4 guys who are the ones that never leave, and I'm one of those guys. But then there are these times when there'll be like 10 women in the class. And I don't know, there was lots of talk about me as if there was like, the instructor was like, ladies, stay away from him. Stay away from, I can't remember what, he had a nickname for me, like Slick or something like that. And I was like, man, I'm the oldest person in this class and I'm married. He's talking to me like I'm coming in to like hook up with all these women. That's not my intention. And the most awkward thing that has happened.
Stay away from him. It wasn't that you were like attractive. It was that he thought you were gonna like do something inappropriate. I'm just trying to level your.
I was. Did I communicate that?
No.
I said I think it's because I was tall. I looked like I was gonna assault someone. But
assault someone.
The most awkward thing that has happened.
That's not what he was thinking. He was thinking, he's the guy who's like, he puts a lot of attention on his hair. Did you fix your hair before?
No, I don't fix. I literally go. I literally go in there with my hair going whatever way it was when I woke up.
I don't think you would assault anybody.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I look like a dangerous person when my hair is going sideways. But the most awkward thing that's happened is the farting. Not from me.
Oh, really? You don't fart?
No. I have farted, but not audibly.
You know how to spread the cheeks?
No, it's not about spreading the cheeks. It's about holding it back or knowing if it's going to be silent or not. But
if you squeeze the
there
cheek.
was a girl in front of me a few weeks ago who did not properly manage it.
What do you mean?
She let one rip.
But then what? How did she not manage it?
She let an audible fart.
But I thought
she didn't have diarrhea. She did not have diarrhea. But what I'm saying is sometimes you wake up, and you wake up that early and you roll out of bed and you go to the gym. You don't know what kind of day it is yet in terms of flatulence. So, I mean, sometimes you're like, man, today is a crazy day. What did I eat last night? That's what guys are thinking when they wake up. They're like, what kind of day is this going to be in terms of flatulence? And when the first place you go is
like a weather report,
is a co-ed gym class, you got to be sensitive about these things. And there's been a couple of days where I walk in there and I'm like, this is a bad day. And then you're on the ground doing these like ab exercises and really squeezing your body like an accordion. And what's going to happen? It's going to come out one end or the other. And there have been some really close calls for me personally. But I've managed it pretty well so far.
I mean, at some point,
most of my concentration in the class is dedicated to not farting audibly.
That's why you're sweating.
Sometimes the music gets pretty loud though, and I have let some go.
Give a little.
I have let some go during.
You got to time it with that subwoofer. Is there a subwoofer in that? All of a sudden, there's a sub.
It's usually one of those rap songs with the horns in them.
Really?
Like
yeah,
you got to sync up with the horns.
Oh wow, Derulo.
That's how it works.